So I recorded this entire video like 3 times now. It didn't record on OBS, then it didn't record on the camera, then it didn't record on the audio. So hopefully this is the real thing. Hi guys, welcome to another behind the scenes of how I made the latest single that I just dropped, which is this very like reggae, experimental, drum and bass, jungle, experimental, alternative. When starting this song, I had a lot mentally, so I knew that I wanted instrumental where I can pour lyrics on it and pour my heart and soul on it. For me, the best thing to do that is on the reggae. So that's why you hear songs like Soreso, like Head, and all these songs that are very reggae influenced. I grew up listening to a lot of reggae, and for me it is something that I can pour my heart more comfortably on. So that's where I got this drum sample. So yeah, I got that drum sample to have a flat ground of what I wanted to do. And then the next thing I did was this very groovy bass. So yeah, that bass was this plugin called Surge. Really recommend it if you are starting with music production and you don't have a lot of money to invest in virtual instruments. Surge is one of the best one that I'm currently using, and I've been using it for a lot. If you see my previous video, they really need to sponsor me. I used the preset deep end and then compressed it very much, so you can even see the blocks on it, and you can hear how crunched up it is, how tight the bass is. And yeah, that's really the sound that I wanted. I wanted it to sound really rugged, I guess you can call it, really distorted, and yeah. And then when I finished that, I went to the pianos. So yeah, the piano is very just like any reggae on the offbeat, and I really wanted it to sound like something's like you're lurking. And so that's why I have this very old sounding piano, very high end, very dry, very crisp. And then I soaked it in reverb to kind of moisturize it a little bit. And I used a pitch drift to make the sound with a lot of imperfections in the pitch, so the pitch keeps going up and down very slightly. Put it all the way in the back, so it's very creepy in the back. And then I put the organ to give it a little bit of a groove. So yeah, as you can hear, the organ gives it a grooviness. And I didn't quantize the organ because I really wanted it to sound loose and sound like it's being played by a person. Like, yeah, I played it, but usually when you make MIDI instruments, you tend to quantize everything, and then it becomes so perfect that it sounds like it's just a program. While it is, but you always try your best to make it not sound like a program. And that's also why I have this percussion right here with a lot of tonations of velocity, so it sounds very hard and very soft, and all of these layers on each other, so it sounds like a real person playing the percussion. Usually in other songs I try to do the percussion myself, but while working on the song I was not in the space where I could have a lot of instruments sounding. Yeah. So yeah, that's the percussion that I made. I really like the percussion because I like the authenticity that it gives it. It feels more like people are playing instrument instead of, again, just a bunch of samples and loops and stuff like that. I try my best to not use samples, but for example, drums, I don't have the space to have entire drums. So I'm sorry, man, I have to use a sample. Ideally, I won't, but yeah. Then what I did was have this lead. Now, the funny story about this lead is I was experimenting with the arpeggiator. This is the first lead that I had. But personally, I didn't think this one fit the vibe of the song, and my first idea was that it would be just a texture in the background, like if you listen to it like this. So that was the first idea. But then after removing the arpeggiator and the chord trigger and everything, I just fell in love with how simple it sounded and how it felt the theme way better than the arpeggiating synth. It felt way better. It glued the theme of the whole song together, like the whole song being this topic of why am I perceived as the crazy one when I want us to live in harmony, not only us as being to being, but also us with the entire globe around us, like having a way where everyone can live in harmony but being perceived as you're the crazy one. And I felt like this lead synth perfected that feeling. And yeah, when I had that done, I had the song pretty much done. But that's where I went to the beginning again, and I really wanted to have an intro. I didn't want the song to just start like that. And that's where I used Jacob Collier's Audience Choir. I really recommend this. It when I got it, it was free. They had a special. I don't know if it's still free. I doubt it. But yeah, it was free. And that's the choir you hear here. So yeah, that was the intro together with the bass. The same bass. I just played the intro part with it. So it has this built-up feeling, almost like you're rising up. So yeah, that was basically the instrumental of it. But then at the end, you have this drum and bass. Just brought up the choir again to create that build. Then you have this bass drop, like pouring hot butter in your ear. Oh, should really listen to that with headphones. Okay, you have your headphones on. Ooh, that's nice. That's where you have this build up. The sub is very jungle-esque bass, like sliding up and down, creating this glide for the drum to punch in. For the build-up, I have this piano. Yeah. This very menacing, evil-sounding piano creeping up behind you. You can't forget about the synths. And then the string also. Can't forget about the string. So as you can see, the string is just one note, And with the dial on my MIDI controller, I just went up and down to keep playing and fluctuating with the pitch and stuff like that to create this sense of instability and unpredictability. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. And then obviously you can't forget about the drums. This very Adam break type drum. So yeah, that was the basics of the instrumental. After making the instrumental, that's when I exported the sound and to start recording the vocals. Oh yeah, I have these high pitched sounds like I always do, because I just like how it sounds. Same. Am I wrong for believing in a higher state? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Also having these low pitched vocals. Just to create some dynamics in the vocals. But what I wanted to show you guys that I find really interesting, I'm really experimenting with this a lot, is having sounds. Like that's supposed to sound like a crow. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's supposed to sound like a crow. Let's put it again. You have that sound and you have also these sounds. Like some nice forest ambience. It's very prominent in the end when you have the breakdown. So yeah, for the most part, that's Am I Wrong? Not much more to say to Am I Wrong? If there's any question for the production, just let me know what you want. And yeah, thanks for watching. This is just a quick behind the scenes of how I made a song. I make these because sometimes people are curious on how I did certain stuff, of what's what. And yeah, that's why I make this, so people can see it, so it's like more transparent of how it is. I have no secrets on that. I'm not gatekeeping any production skill. I'm not saying that I'm the most capable producer out there, but a lot of people ask me how I do certain things, and yeah, this is my way of showing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoy the song. Stream it. Let me know what you think. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.